Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Super Breakdown. Today we're going to be looking at the RGM-79M GN Custom, piloted by South Burning. Everybody's favorite mentor with a great name, South Burning, is a 200 cost, pretty decent damage. His biggest issue is short range, which you'll see very soon on almost all of his melee attacks. However, as any good 200 in this game, he has multiple dedicated stuns. His striker has a dedicated stun. He has some really cool melee attacks that we'll get into. There's basic melee. He's just a lot of fun to mess around with. But as you can tell, his range is very short, and when your opponent wants to get away, it can be very difficult to get in on them because of that if you're not just constantly spamming forward melee. Try to get in here with side melee. Yep. Yep, that's side melee. And we have standard melee. Pretty good, has a little combo on it. Back melee is the single hit. Really made to be countered off of. You also have the ability to do short dashes with his right trigger, which is normally a block. But if you pair that with any other melee attack, it will let you do a short dash forward. So it's very good for back melee to be able to close back in again. He has the basic shot again. We haven't really talked much about it. It does decent damage. 126 is not bad, but you know, it's not anything to write home about. The stun is really nice. Will allow you to get away with one of his cooler melee combos. And then on the other bumper, he has this hyper armor charge that lets you get in there and do some pretty decent damage as well. We also have his burst, which unfortunately, like everything else, is extremely short range, but we were able to connect with it that time. And it's a pretty nice combo. Good old South Burning, you know. The cool thing about South Burning is that he has a grab move. It's even shorter range than everything else, but it's super cool. Because one of my favorite moments from Stardust Memory is his grab. Now, if you're forward meleeing while dashing, you get a different attack. You do not get the grab, you instead get the dash attack, which is pretty cool. We now, of course, come to the question of, should you use South Burning's GM Custom? Honestly, of the 200s, his is a little weaker than some of the others. Melee-wise, it does really good damage, but you have to be right on top of them to really be able to get the damage in there. Range-wise, it has almost nothing. It has the dedicated stuns, and it has 3 of them, and that's great. But at the same time, like the Hyzak has much better range, and the Marasai has much better stuns. So there are so many other variants that can be done with that just make me go, maybe I should use a different suit instead, anytime I consider using the GM Custom. However, if you really like South Burning, as I do, he's a very good character, there's nothing wrong with the GM Custom. It's just a little weaker compared to the others. You can still make it your own and really get some good damage in there. I'm trying to show off a different version of the melee combo, which is right there, where you can dash out of the grab and immediately put a block. Can be useful if there's another teammate on the enemy team that is going to go for you, and you don't want to get hit by that. As you can see, though, the short range is making things very difficult to be able to really show off that grab. But it does very nice damage if you connect with it, and it looks really cool. I think for short range, the GM Custom's really good. I think for long range, the GM Custom's terrible. You should not bring it intending to use it for long range battle. However, for what you can do with it in short range, I think it is worth using if you don't have a 200 that you like to use. Or if you're just a big fan of the character, like I am, then it's worth putting some time into to really be able to play around with. He hit me right as I was... There we go. There's the full combo. I could definitely see some good matchups with the GM Custom alongside like the Big Nagina or the Marasai, where you have something that also stuns and you just stun lock them forever. I could see it pairing really well with like the O or something that uses a big Garobi. so that you can get dedicated stuns, just throwing them out constantly for your teammate to be able to Garobi with. That could be really effective. But, with all that said, I have been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. And remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that the GM Custom has to offer.
俺の勘の方が上だったみたいだな。借りは返してもらったぞ、ガトー。